Hello students, welcome to all who are watching these videos. In this video, I am explaining the continuity EAMCET problems. This is the video 3 and sum number 8. Already in the last videos, 1 and 2 videos, I explained up to 7 problems. This is the 8th question, okay. The discontinuous points of f of x is equal to 1 by log of mod x is equals to the discontinuous points of this function. We want the discontinuous points of this function. Okay, for that we are solving this question by using the options, just doing the verification. So what are the options here? Once check the 1 to 4 options. In the first option and second option we have the number 2, and in the last option we have the number 3. Okay, when we take x is equal to 2 in the given question, then what it returns? 1 by log 2, because modulus of 2 is equal to 2. And when we take x is equal to 3, then what it returns? 1 by log 3. 1 by log 2 means it is a finite value, so it is not a discontinuous point. 1 by log 3 means it is a finite value, so it is not discontinuous point. Now checking the third option. What is the third option? What are the points? 0, plus or minus 1. So when we take x is equal to 0, then what it returns? 1 by log 0. Here log 0 is undefined value, it is not defined, and 1 by log of modulus of plus or minus 1, that is log 1, and log 1 is equal to 0. So this is also undefined, not defined, that is at the points 0, plus or minus 1 the function is not defined. So we take that these 2 points are the discontinuous points. Therefore discontinuous points is equal to 0, plus or minus 1. That is the third option is the correct answer. Next question, sum number 9. If f of x is equal to a plus sine of step x by f if x greater than 0, and this is equal to 2 if x is equal to 0, and beta plus step of sine x minus x by x cube if x less than 0, where step x is the greatest integer function, and given that the function is continuous at x is equal to 0, then what is the value of the beta minus alpha? So this is the given question. What is given? One function is given, and also given that this is continuous function at x is equal to 0 and beta minus alpha value. We want the value of the beta minus alpha. Actually, what is the definition of the continuity function? The function is continuous at x is equal to 0 means limit x tends to 0, f of x is equal to f of 0. Actually, this is the definition. Now, what is f of 0 value? You already given that here f of 0 is equal to 2. Okay. Now, we want this value. But here, we have the conditions x less than 0, x greater than 0. That is, how to take the limit value here? When we have the second condition x not equal to 0, then we take that value is equal to f of x here. But here we have two functions with two conditions. That is, in this case we have to take the left hand limit and right hand limit. Okay, and the function is continuous means what is the meaning? Left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. Since the function is the continuous function, left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. What is the left hand limit definition? Limit x tends to a minus f of x. But what is a value here? Given that the function is continuous at x is equal to 0, that is a is equal to 0. So limit x tends to 0 minus f of x is equal to limit x tends to 0 plus f of x. Okay, now replacing the function's values, that is limit x tends to 0 minus what is f of x? 0 minus x less than 0. That is the function is beta plus step of sine x minus x by x cube. Okay, is equals to limit x tends to 0 plus what is function? A plus sine of step x by x. Now this is equals to beta plus limit x tends to 0 minus sine x minus x by x cube step of beta plus step of limit x tends to 0 minus sine x minus x by x cube. This is equals to a plus limit x tends to 0 plus sine of step x by x. Okay, beta plus when we take x is equal to 0 directly in the given question, then what it returns? 0 minus 0 by 0. That is 0 by 0. Apply the L'Hospital rule. When we take directly x is equal to 0, then it returns the value 0 by 0. So applying the L'Hospital rule, that is step of limit x tends to 0 minus sin x derivative cos x, x derivative 1 minus x cube derivative 3x square. Okay, this is equals to a plus. So here we have the step x value. Here we have the step x, that is we have to take x is equal to 0 plus means 0.1 value. Not 0 here, not 0. Step x means we take the value 0.1, that is sine of 0.1. Sine of 0.1 is equal to sine 0, and sine 0 is equal to 0, and 0 by anything is equal to 0. Understand? 0 plus here we have the step x function, that is we don't take directly x is equal to 0, we take the 0.1. Since this is a step x function, sine of step 0.1 is equal to sine 0, and sine 0 is equal to 0. 0 by anything is equal to 0. So this total value becomes 0. And here beta plus step of limit x tends to 0 minus, here we don't have the step x value, so directly we take that x is equal to 0. Understand? But here we have step x, that is we take the value which is greater than 0. So just to take minus common here, that is minus of 1 minus cos x by 3x square is equals to a, that is beta plus, here what is the constant? Minus 1 by 3. Step of minus 1 by 3 into limit x tends to 0 minus 1 minus cos x by x square. And what is the formula for 1 minus cos x by x square? Already I told you about this formula in the limits and continuity. The formula is 1 minus cos ax by x square is equal to a square by 2. This is the formula where limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos ax by x square is equal to a square by 2. Now by applying that formula here, beta plus minus 1 by 3 into a is equal to 1, a square by 2, 1 by 2. So this is step of minus 1 by 6. Step of minus 1 by 6 is equal to minus 0.6. And what is minus 0.6 value? Minus 1. That is beta minus 1 is equals to a. Then the value of the beta minus a is equal to 1. That's all. And this is the second option. Next question, if step x denotes the greatest integer function and f of x is equal to a plus 2 cos x by x square if x less than 1, and this is equal to b into tan of pi by step of x plus 4 if x greater than or equal to 0, is continuous function at x is equal to 0, then what are the values of a comma b? Okay, so given that it is also a continuous function at x is equal to 0, and here clearly we have the conditions less than greater than, that is we apply the formula left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. When we have the conditions x less than 0, x greater than 0, then we apply the formula left hand limit is equal to right hand limit. What is left hand limit? Limit x tends to 0 minus f of x is equals to, what is right hand limit? Limit x tends to 0 plus f of x. Okay, now replacing the functions, that is limit x tends to 0 minus, what is f of x? 0 minus x less than 0, that is a plus 2 cos x by x square is equals to limit x tends to 0 plus f of x. What is f of x value? B tan pi by step of x plus 4. Okay, first we find the right hand limit value. What is this value? B into tan of 0 plus. 0 plus means we take 0.1 here. 4 plus 0.1. 4 plus 0.1 is equal to 4.1. Step of 4.1 pi by 4 tan pi by 4, that is equals to 1. Okay, 0 plus means we take the value more than 0, that is 0.1. 4 plus 0.1, 4.1. Step 4.1 is equal to 4 pi by 4 and tan pi by 4 is equal to 1. That is, it returns the finite value. Since it returns the finite value, these two values are equal. It is also finite value. It must be a finite value. Since this value is equal to finite and these two values are equal, means this value must be finite. Okay, but when we take x is equal to 0, then what it returns? a plus 2 by 0, denominator becomes 0. When we take x is equal to 0, then the denominator becomes 0, means this value is equals to infinite. So, but clearly here we have that this is the finite value, that is the numerator value also equal to 0 and it is 0 by 0 form. And to find the solution to this one, we apply the L'Hospital rule. Okay, that is the procedure. Here denominator is equal to 0 means the numerator must be equal to 0. Why? Because it is the finite value. Since it is the finite value, either both values are finite or both values are equal to 0. One value is equal to 0 means automatically second value becomes 0. That is, a plus 2 is equal to 0 means the value of a is equal to minus 2. Okay, this is a value and coming to b value. So this is 0 by 0 form. So applying the L'Hospital rule, that is doing the derivatives, means limit x tends to 0 minus a derivative is equal to 0. 2 cos x derivative is equal to minus 2 sin x by 2x. X square derivative is equal to 2x is equal to b. That is limit x tends to 0 sin x by x is equal to 1. So here this is the minus 1. So answer is equal to minus 1. That is b is equal to minus 1, a is equal to minus 2. That's all. This is the answer. And which is the second option.